Hi everyone, welcome to the Matrix Oracle. My name is Audrey. I'm your host for this astro forecast for May 5th, 2023. So we've been expecting this lunar eclipse. So full moon. So what really happens with the lunar eclipse, you have the earth that comes between the sun and the moon. So the shadow of the earth is blocking, the moon's reflection. So some of you may have seen the full moon this morning. I know I woke up and I saw it, and the energy has been intense because it is in the sign of Scorpio. So thank you so much for joining in, hopping on the astro forecast. Some of you might recognize some of those beautiful shapes. Okay, we've been evolving with the same type of sacred geometry where we have this energy that is very much like a trine, almost perfectly, but not quite there. And with this kind of seal of protection with forming a kite. So this whole energy with a lot of opposition, and the center energy is the moon. So very interesting because the topic really of this moon is about your enthusiasm. Oh, God, I can say that word. Your optimism, your joy. This is not my first language if you did not pick up on the accent. So feeling joyful, feeling motivated, but with this energy that we have that is kind of trining here with Saturn and Mars, with the moon, with all those opposition, really the question you want to ask yourself is that how are you really giving your power away? So it's a rebalancing of the scales of power. And especially with this energy of Pluto in retrograde, the universe wants you to retrieve some of your power, but also understand that you are in charge of your own power. And what does that mean? That means, are you still giving away some of your power to things and people that you can't control? There's some things in life that we know we can't control. So us getting frustrated for things we know we can't control is a waste of power, is a waste of your energy, is a waste of your time, is a waste of your joy. So it will drain you slowly but surely. And this is what the universe wants us to learn as a collective, as we ascend together and understand that we have things that we can control. What are those things? Us. So you're really learning right now. We are all learning that we are in charge of our power. So tapping in that inner power, embracing it, bringing it forward every day, it means that you are the one that knows what you need. You're the one that knows that in order to get to what you want, there's a certain cost, and the cost is mainly your energy. Your energy that you give sometimes away to things, to people, situations that are not going to give you what you want. Okay, so there's just a lot of reviewing. Hi, Vivian. A lot of reviewing of how you utilize energy. Because this whole lesson and overall the cosmic dance is a master teaching of being a creator. And creation comes from your life force, comes from Kundalini, comes from your energy, feminine, masculine, and divine. Okay, so this is what we're learning with this energy right now. Scorpio in the degrees here of the placement of the moon between 10 and 15 is about your motivation, is about the things that keep you going. So you got to learn what works for you. Okay, so for example, when you wake up, what do you need to feel aligned? I know that personally, I try to always have my meditation first. Now, I travel a lot, so sometimes I can't fit my schedule the same way. But I'm still the one making my schedule, okay? So I have that luxury. So this is kind of like showing you the place in your life where you have the luxury of balancing the scales of work and play. Time for yourself, time for others is very important because you're the one that knows what makes you vibe high and what doesn't. Okay, so let me read a little bit. Yes, the whole point is we are in charge of our power. Very good. I like this. We're the creator. So this is kind of what's going on as far as the energies. And we see that here, okay, because this is the lesson, and we have an encouragement from the universe. Pay attention, because while you're doing this work of regulation, here with Neptune, with Mars, you know, kind of in this trine energy, and Pluto in a sextile, it's kind of creating this little isocell triangle. And it's showing you, well, this ain't working, so stop that. So there's some habits here, okay, with displacement of Neptune, the last degrees of Pisces, that are meant for us, and especially with the eclipse energy, to say, okay, this doesn't work. So for the ones that realize, like, okay, you're trying, there's a difference between persistence and, you know, not giving up, and a resistance to kind of rectify, realign. You don't have to give up on your dreams. You don't have to give up on your goals, but maybe the way you go about things needs to be realigned. But mainly, this is also about, because of this alignment with Pluto, about your affinities, your relationships. So people, but also remember rituals of your lifestyle, the way you have this lifestyle that allows you to have energy. Okay, so you have to know those principles, because this is a phase where feeling this whole energy in Taurus. Taurus is the light worker archetype of the one that holds the flame, that holds the light, holds the divine light. Okay, so all this energy is meant in Taurus to help you have this high vibration, to help you move towards a higher vibrational life, a different timeline that is higher towards your goals, because it's all those master teachings of the archetype of Taurus. And it's in opposition right now with the archetype of Scorpio. Scorpio is a messenger. Scorpio sees what you can't see. So Scorpio is kind of giving you hints, you know, invisible through the intuition. Okay, with all the sacred geometry, you won't be able to reach your goals if you're not doing all this type of work. Okay, so this is why I love the cosmic dance. I love the astro forecast, because it really teaches you some high principles of self-regulation of your energy, and understanding how you're going to go about your day to manifest your goals, to manifest whatever it is that you want to manifest, because you deserve it. You deserve it all. Okay, so some of you, especially with Chiron, there's a lot of reactivation of your childhood wounds, of things that need to be, you know, looked at. Some of you, you are part of the subscribers. So I do on the subscription little different extension and extended version of those astro forecasts some days, okay? And I was giving the instruction that you could do a synastry for looking at this energy, and I'm going to give it to all of you guys. You can join or you can't. It's up to you. You want to know where this energy in your chart is, okay? You want to know, when you look at your birth chart, where is the moon and where is the sun? It's going to be in direct opposition. That means you're going to have it either in the first house, opposition to the 7th, 2nd to 8, 3 to 9, 4 to 10, 5 to 11, 6 to 12. Okay, those are different type of energy. Everything that's under the horizon is things that are about the self. This is everything that we build towards the self. Okay, this on top of the horizon is everything with the experience of others. Okay, so some of you will know the energy right now of the sun with the moon is about making sure that you integrate the lessons of what keeps your energy vibing high. So some of you, if you have the sun and the moon that are 1st or 7th house energy, this is going to be a very high lesson towards, you know, your dynamic as far as how much energy you give to others in your interaction. Make sure you keep it enough for yourself. Okay, so some of you, if you have that energy in the 2nd, 8th house, this is going to be more of a lesson of paying attention that it could be draining your wallet. Okay, Let's be honest, second house, eighth house, this is money houses. And that means it's your potential. So some of you, if your bank account is still in the red, those energies, you might have also placement and planets there, okay? And you want to pay attention if this eclipse is happening in those houses. This is a teaching. You got to be watchful about where you put your energy, where you invest your energy, okay? If you have this lunar eclipse that's happening in the third house to the ninth house, this is all about teachings of communication with others, knowledge, understanding, mental, process about how you communicate with others, how you come across with others, how people understand. So that could be sometimes boundaries. Some people, how do you express yourself as far as your energy, as far as your success, things that you want to manifest. So this is very much about communication and understanding how to communicate with others, okay? Fourth house, 10th house, this is very much about regulating your home life and your work life, okay? So if you have that lunar eclipse in this line of energy, you will have master teachings of where do you lose your energy in those areas of your life. If you're 5th house, 11th house, this is very much about how you express all your potential and your creativity towards others with community. So there's another level of communication, but it's more of, the way you interact with fun, with pleasure, with how people see you, perceive you. So here you could have some master teachings with your relationship with others, interaction with others, how people react to what you bring to the table, things like that in your community or just your little circle of friends. 6th house, 12th house, this is going to be master teachings about your health. So some of you, if you've been feeling certain health disalignment, misalignment, and anything that has to do with addiction and spirituality. So paying attention to where this lunar eclipse is happening is important as far as you mastering your energy. It is important for everyone that you learn those teachings because when you vibe high, you uplift the world, okay? So a lot of people, we have phases in our lives where we want to change the world. We want to have an impact on the world. Well, guess what? You were wired for this and wired to experience the desire to have an impact because this is human nature, but you also have that potential wired inside of you. So don't believe that you can change the world. You can, but you have to do this by self-awareness of your own energy field. So everything that you bring every day to the table is helping everyone for the highest good of everyone else. Okay, so thank you so very much. And again, high energy here on your inner power, on really knowing how to rebalance the scales. This is important. This is about give and take, making sure that you're getting how much you're giving. Okay, this is important because, again, this is going to empty your tank. You cannot go anywhere from point A to point B in life if your fuel of the car is empty. Okay, so this is you that is in charge of this whole process. Thank you so very much for joining in. I will see you tomorrow. Bye.